YouTube. Today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team got 17th place in the last season of the Battle Stadium ladder, and it features a Choice Band Rhyperior. And Rhyperior is not a Pokemon we've really seen since like Series 3, more like Series 2, but we did see some usage in Series 3. It's really interesting. A Choice Band Rhyperior set. We'll see how this goes. I tried out the team a little bit before, and I'd say I probably have a little bit of a higher win ratio, but I think it's a really hard team to use, and there's definitely some matchups that can be a little bit shaky, but I do want to try out this team on the channel and see how it goes. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And make sure you check out the team and the creator. I'll link them down below in the description with the paste bin, and you can try it out with the rental code. But let's get started and play some games. Hey, are y'all subscribed to the channel? About 50% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. If you would like to see more cool teams this month, make sure you do so. Thank you. Okay, this is a pretty interesting team on the high ladder. We got Porygon 2, Snorlax, Heatran, Yveltal, Grimmsnarl, and Suicune. Now, let me just say something. Yveltal is a terrible matchup for me. It's really bad, and I mean extremely bad. Like, the only mons I have for Landers and Rhyperior don't even enjoy facing it, so that's already a concern. Suicune's also pretty annoying. It's pretty bulky. Kartana's probably really important in this matchup. I want to say it's like NDD Rhyperior, actually. This actually might be the game where Rhyperior goes in, like, extremely. I need a Rock Wrecker, I think, or Bandit Rock Slide damage, and it's actually pretty solid, I think. Yeah, I think I go like Kartana, and I think Landers in the back. No restricted Pokemon, but my only concern is Calyx is only really good for like one Pokemon, and that's Suicune. Everything else it does pretty bad against, so I don't think it's worth bringing. Like against double dark, double normal. Also, this team's really cool. I'm kind of interested on what kind of sets my opponent's running here, so we'll find out, I guess. Gonna be Grimmsnarl, Yveltal. I really want to go for Helping Hand Banded Rock Wrecker turn 1 into Yveltal. I really do. Maybe one shot it through Dynamax? Maybe? You know what? This team, we'll find out. Give me the Yveltal. Please give me the Yveltal. Give me something. That's not as fun. I mean, this is still going to do a lot of damage. I guess if Reflect is going to go up, that's not exactly that great. But I mean, this is still going to hurt, I'd imagine. But that's not, obviously not the Pokemon I want to hit. Reflect does come out. Okay. So a lot less fun, unfortunately. I could have gotten a huge, big knockout right there. Maybe in the Grimmsnarl would have done a lot. Here goes Rock Record, though. How much does this do to P2? Okay, wait. I could knock it out with Expanding Force. That did way more than I expected because of Reflect. Okay, Light Screen goes up. Come on, NDD. This is Psychic Terrain. You got this. You got this. You got this. Knock out the P2. It's easy. It's easy. Just knock out P2. No Ice Beam in the Rhyperior. Shoot. Okay, everyone for Recover. That's fine. What am I expecting? Okay, so Rhyperior was slower than P2. Unfortunate. Okay, they got both screens up, so they're going to start Spirit Breaking right here. But they probably, I'd imagine this is going to be like Spirit Break into... Can I Helping Hand Rock Wrecker KO to Grim? The problem is my spot next turn is bad, right? You know what? I'm going for it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to try to eliminate everything that's not the P2. I want to nuke some stuff from Rhyperior and see if I can actually like get some knockouts, because I feel like knockouts are pretty big right here. Spirit Break and NDD to lower the special attack makes sense. I think it's always Recover from P2. Crit is actually very unfortunate here. Okay. Recover, yeah, from P2 makes sense. Could I Dynamax Rhyperior? I think I could Dynamax Rhyperior. It might not be bad for the Dynamax endgame. So here comes Rock Wrecker into you. Goodbye. Okay. Big knockout. All right. So that's one. Let's see if Yveltal comes in, because Yveltal can be scary. But I do have like some hope left. Suicune comes out. Okay. Just don't be Calm Mind. A lot of Suicunes are support usually, so I don't think it should be Calm Mind. We are gonna follow me because we don't want to take the Scald, obviously, here. What's their max? Is it actually like Yveltal? Which is fine for me. So we'll follow me here. This should be... Oh, it is Calm Mind. It actually is Calm Mind. Oh no, if they Dynamax Suicune, this is really bad. Ice Beam. Okay. Are you kidding me? I didn't mind if like I didn't get frozen, but that's so bad now because I can't even follow me and like get the rock record damage into Suicune. That's so bad. I need to unfollow immediately or I don't think I can win. Yeah. Come on. That's so dumb because I might have forced a Suicune to Dynamax. That's so dumb. Today is not my day. Not my day. Woke up with a headache and unfortunately now getting RNG'd. My classic. Okay. Landorus plus this. I think the game's over. I don't think I can win. I do not think I can win here. That freeze was so bad because I needed one follow me. A one follow me and one rock wrecker in the Suicune could have been a big difference for Kartana to actually pick up the knock on the Suicune and then giving me a chance. Or like forcing the Dynamax on Suicune at least that turn would have actually been huge. Because now they can Dynamax the Suicune and I've gotten like no damage on it. It's probably max Quake here and hope I can crit, I think, at this point in the game. It's really dumb. Yeah. This should always be Dynamax from the Suicune. Leaf Blade crit can maybe help me. And it had to be Calm Mind Suicune too. The one set that screwed me over here as well. Because if it was just Tailwind support, I would have been probably fine. I would have been probably fine. Okay, Dynamax Landorus, please do something. Please do something. Wait, they... Okay, is this... I can't tell what they're going for here. Leaf Blade into Protect. Protect Calm Mind. This is not your standard Suicune. No Tailwind. Well, it kind of makes sense there's no Tailwind because this team was kind of slow initially. I do no damage to Quake, but I needed the Spadef boost. I guess, like, if their Sword Stance could have been a play, but I really thought they were just going Dynamax Suicune. I think Dynamax Suicune just, like, ended this game, but maybe they're, like, preparing for Yveltal. Trickle comes out. Yeah, no surprise. Okay, leftovers. I think the game's over anyway. Like, realistically, the freeze just ended the game, unfortunately. Like, I don't think there's a single... Like, I'm trying to think of, is there anything I could do? Maybe double crit? They could switch out Suicune in the Yveltal if they really want to. They finally decide to Dynamax. This is probably the Suicune. Yeah, that's why I really wanted the banded rock record damage into the Suicune earlier. Because it would have mattered for... maybe Kartana potentially having a chance to win, and then I was forced to Dynamax Landorus instead. Now, even with crits, I don't think I can win. Maybe I can win with a double crit. Let's see. Ice Beam going to come out into Kartana. If he frees me again, I swear. Okay, Hailstorm. Into Kartana as well. This shouldn't KO, because I have +1 and Assault Vest. Yeah, Suicune's pretty weak. Okay. Show me a double crit justice right here. Leaf Blade has a high chance. Quake. Yeah, that is not a crit, unfortunately. That is nowhere near close to crit. All right, this game's over. I don't think a Leaf Blade crit can even get Suicune at this range. A Leaf Blade crit would have done maybe 50%. Yeah, I think it would have been... No, maybe a bit less, like 45. Yeah, this was just a very unfortunate game. Yveltal's really tough, even though it didn't get to show up. But the Calm Mind Suicune was also pretty rough. Like, Calm Mind Suicune was actually one of the worst sets that I could have faced here. And then the freeze, obviously, on NDD really didn't help because it was pretty bad not getting any damage on the Suicune. So yeah, there's no point in playing this game anymore. Unfortunate. I just wanted to click banded Rock Wrecker KO to Yveltal. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. But unfortunately, this game is unfair at times. But that's how it goes. I think the matchup was probably not great at all either. Yveltal, of course, against Calyx Shadow Rider. My team doesn't exactly have the best Yveltal answers. Like, damage-wise, I guess you could say Rhyperior can beat it, but it takes a lot from like Dark Pulse, Foul Play, stuff like that. And then, of course, Landorus doesn't exactly like facing Yveltal either. I don't think it was a good matchup at all. Suicune, just bulky Pokemon in general. There was a shot. I think I would have needed like a lot of cards to go my way because again, it just looked really tough, like me being able to break through their team in the first place. But yeah, Freeze there too, just ended up really hurting, as well as like the fact that it was actually Calm Mind Suicune, which was probably one of the worst sets that I could have dealt with there, because even though the special defense didn't really matter, the special attack threat was actually pretty big. And yeah, I gave like them a max option with the Suicune, was also pretty bad for me to handle because my only damage output against is Kartana, and with the screens up, it's really tough to damage them. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels, my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course, make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. Okay, Kabutops? Kabutops, Landorus, Fairy, Thunderous Incarnate, Kyogre, Amoonguss, Entei. This is such a unique team. Kabutops and top 600. All right. I don't know if we'll bring it because I have Kartana, which is probably one of Kabutops' biggest nightmares. I'd imagine you have to bring genies here. I'm probably going to go with NDD plus Calyx right away. I think it's probably my safest lead here. Whimsicott in the back, I want to say, and I think it's gonna be the Kartana. We'll find out though, because I'm not exactly too sure. This is a really unique team. I'm kind of curious on like what the sets are going to be. I don't know if it's Support Funders. I don't know if it's Defiant. I'd say it's probably Defiant because I think Defiant makes more sense here, but I can't really say for sure. Could be Support Rain Dance, but we will see. Gonna lead Kabutops and Kyogre. Wow, I'm surprised he actually let Kabutops here. I respect it though. Unfortunately, I did not lead the Kartana, which would have been great here. Is this Scarf Kyogre though? As one activate. I don't remember if as one is like doesn't check. I don't know if this is Scarf Kyogre then. I actually don't know if this is Scarf Kyogre. If this is Scarf Kyogre, this is really bad. Well, I'm going to go for the Expanding Force here and follow me, and I'm just going to... Could I swap to Whimsicott? No, because Water Spout's putting on too much pressure. I think my best play is probably just to protect my Calyx and Expanding Force. If I don't know the exact speed tier, I think it's just better this way. Let's see. Gonna be like, I'm trying to sack these Pokemon to bring in what's it called, my good thing I didn't follow me either. Rock Slide comes out, that's fine. Water Spout, okay, so this is fine. I get in Whimsicott, and then I can go for Expanding Force, I think, which is not bad at all for me here. Expanding Force will knock... Well, Kabutops is Sash. We don't know the item on the Kabutops, but we are gonna go the Whimsicott right here. It is my best play. So we go Whimsicott here. We're going to go for a Tailwind, and we're going to go for Expanding Force damage pressure. Let's see if this Kabutops is actually Sash, because maybe it could be. I wonder what Sash Kabutops accomplishes here. But yeah, we have to Tailwind, we have to Expanding Force because Water Spout's just way too threatening here. Especially if that's Choice Scarf Kyogre, which I don't remember if as one actually checks speed tiers. I don't think it does, because I think if it's like a Nerve, it doesn't check it. So Expanding Force comes out here. It is Sash Kabutops. Okay, I'm not too surprised. It's probably like Liquidation then. And let's see if the Kyogre is actually locked into anything. Yeah, Liquidation comes out. Not surprised. Okay. Water Spout. Yeah, I think it was. So that's okay. That's not too bad for me. All right. So my only problem here is they did get the knockout. I mean, we both have max, which is not amazing for me, but at least I have my Tailwind turns and I have like pressure with the Kartana. So I'm going to Leaf Blade and Moonblast right here. I'm going to Leaf Blade the Kyogre, I think, and I'm just going to Moonblast here the Kabutops. I could also Endeavor the Kyogre, but I just don't know if Kyogre is actually going to be switching out sacked here because I think it is Scarf. Okay, they gave me both Pokemon. All right. So this is a 2v2 situation, but I have a Beast Boost and Tailwind up, which is actually really nice here. Okay. So game's not over yet. If it's Entei in the back, I'm really concerned, but it's definitely still a runnable game. I probably have to dodge some stuff though. So goodbye Kyogre, get the Beast Boost. Are you Entei in the back? It's actually surprising to me because I feel like every time I've had like the Kartana and I faced like a rain Swift Swim, like Seismitoad, they've always led the Seismitoad when I could lead Kartana. And I always think they're leading the fire type to counteract it. Okay, Thundurus and Landorus. So I don't know this position, but it's not too bad, I guess. I think I always Steel Spike the Landorus and I Moonblast the Landorus as well. Because I never want to Moonblast the Thundurus because if it's Pranks the Thundurus, it can't do anything, right? If it's Define Thundurus, sure, it has to go for the offense here. But I think I double up Landorus because Landorus might not have attacks, or not attacks, protect. And the Thundurus is actually like Steel Spiking up, taking the Beast Boost is actually pretty important, I feel like. Especially if they don't have protect. So I think it's worth it here. And I don't want to give them Defiant +2 with Moonblast. I think that's terrible if that's happened. So best case is to Steel Spike here. All right. So who are you maxing? Because this is a really important max here. If it's a Landorus, we'll see how this game goes. But if it's Thundurus, probably easier. It is Landorus though. Okay. I will get a Steel Spike up. I'm really curious on how this turn. Also, are you going to max guard here is another question. I don't know what your item at all. I'm good thing I didn't go for Endeavor. Okay, they protect Thundurus. That's really good. Okay, that's really solid for me. Moonblast going to come out into the Landorus. Decent chip. Here comes a Steel Spike. I get a +1 defense with Kartana. Huge. Oh, do I KO with the next one? I think I KO with Overgrow, which is actually nice. Because if I KO with Overgrow, that means I also get the Grassy Terrain, which means recovery and a Beast Boost. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. They Airstreamed the Kartana and not the Whimsicott. That's really huge. We always go for... I guess we Overgrow, because I'd rather have to Overgrow than like +3 defense, I think. I'm just gonna Moonblast and I'm gonna Overgrow here because I like the Grassy Terrain idea here. Okay, Moonblast comes out in the Landorus. Beautiful. Able to knock out the Landorus. Great. What's this Thunder set? Is it actually Defiant? I can't tell. Just please don't superpower crit me. Overgrow comes out, so I have Grassy Terrain. That gets me recovery every single turn, which is really nice. And I feel like +2 with Grassy Terrain's better than +3 at defense with Kartana against the physical Thundurus, especially if like the Thundurus has special moves. I don't know what the Landorus is, but I'm assuming it's the Assault Vest at this point. Okay, Thunderbolt, perfect. Yeah, okay, really good. And I also have Overgrowth I can throw off, which is really solid. This should be a win. I don't have to worry about Defiant Thundurus. Ooh, Kabutops. Scary lead. It did do some damage, but you know what? Don't underestimate the power Kartana. Don't underestimate the power Kartana. And I do understand, like, they did give me the Beast Boost and 2 knockouts, like, immediately, but they didn't exactly have the safest switches either. We go for Overgrow because there's no point of Airstreaming. And we go for a... Do I go for Moonblast or do I go for Endeavor? I think Moonblast because I can get a special attack drop too. Also probably does around the same amount. They protect, that's fine. Okay. I should probably taunt Thunder so they can't Thunder Wave BS me, right? Yeah, I always taunt here. I think Moonblast was a mistake. I should taunt. Okay. Because if they want to get back in this game, they have to get like all the paras in the world out there against me. And it definitely could be. So I'll just go for a... Well, actually... No. They didn't have a chance to Thunder Wave 2 turns ago because I still had Psychic. I went for the Ogre later. Okay. We have +1 Leaf Blade in Terrain. We have a Moonblast as well. I think Whimsicott could probably win at this point because I'm assuming the Thundurus actually doesn't have a way to touch the Whimsicott. But yeah, we are going to go for the taunt here, prevent T-Waves from going off into Kartana, and the Whimsicott preventing like a bunch of paras. Oh, they just T-Bolt. Okay. Doesn't crit. Beautiful. And no para. Leaf Blade comes out. Really good damage. Citrus Berry. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I will go for Tailwind plus Leaf Blade here. Yeah, Tailwind plus Leaf Blade makes so much sense to me here. The reason is the Thundurus is at +1 speed. So we can go for a Leaf Blade. It can't protect. And yeah. So the way I could see them getting out is like a T. If I move. Actually, no. They don't have a way out, do they? Well, actually, no, they did. Thunderbolt crit my Kartana. KO the Kartana. Then T-Bolt para my Whimsicott into fully paras multiple times in a row. That's how they would get it. But yeah, Tailwind, Leaf Blade seals it up. Ooh. I was surprised to see a Kabutops in high ladder. It was very interesting to see. I still don't understand why they always lead the Swift Swimmer when I have like a Whimsicott plus Cortana as an option for the lead. I never lead it because I'm always expecting them, oh, I should not lead it, and then they lead it. It's like they always win that mind game gamble. Okay, we get to see the team. Swords Dance Kabutops with Sash. I like it. Assault Vest Landers. Yep, no surprise. Kind of guessed that on the set. Citrus Berry Thunderous. Okay, it just had nothing that could really affect my Kartana. No Thunder Wave or Scary Face, which is actually a really interesting set. The Choice Scarf Kyogre. Okay, I am so... Wait. You're slower than Calyrex, aren't... This only outspeeds Zacian. Doesn't it speed tie Calyrex or underspeed? I don't remember which one, but... Yeah, that's not... I don't think you outspeed Calyrex guaranteed. I'm like pretty confident you don't. I think you underspeed or you speed tie. I'm like pretty confident in that. Cobra Berry Amoonguss, no surprise. Life Orb Entei with Crunch, Iron Tail. All right. And I'm just so glad that ended up working out. I'm so glad. I think I made some decent like turn one play. Like I also was dodging the flinch too as well from like turn one protect and second DD to bring in the Whimsicott. Of course, if I led Whimsicott, could have been a different game. I mean, I could Astral Barrage Tailwind, but I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I got Kartana and I had 3 Mons. But I don't know. Whimsicott was actually pretty nice. The Tailwind late game would have been pretty huge, especially against the Airstreams. So, not exactly too sure, but able to somehow seal up that game. All right, Sand with Zacian plus Zapdos. A lot of interesting Pokemon. Rhyperior. Looks like I could do a lot of work here. Okay, I like Landorus. I like Whimsicott here. The goal is to knock out the Zacian, I think, really fast. And then I should be able to win, I think, with Rhyperior because Earthquake looks so good against their team. So I really do like offensively. I think it's the Whimsicott plus Landorus. I think a Rhyperior in the back. Kartana's not bad, but I prefer Calyrex. Even though there is an Umbreon, Umbreon does have to be respected here. But I think as long as I handle the Zacian, I do win with Rhyperior. So that's going to be the goal of this game. To see how well Rhyperior does do, and maybe it can fire off some bandit attacks to finish off the game. Who knows? We'll see. But right now, that is the goal. Take care of the Zacian is the biggest threat. Don't let X control Sword Stance. That's also a pretty big thing. Umbreon plus Zapdos. Okay. So I lead Whimsicott plus Landorus. This doesn't seem too bad. I wonder Moonblast Airstream could knock out the Umbreon. I'd say it probably misses the knockout, but I do really like a Moonblast plus Airstream here because I could probably get a Tailwind the following turn, which would be really nice. And I really do like the damage output here, so I am going to Moonblast the Umbreon. I think I will try to go for the Airstream. I could attempt a Sword Stance, but there is foul play and Yawn pressure from the Umbreon. Not a big fan of it. Zapdos is going to Dynamax immediately off the bat. Okay, that's completely okay. Zapdos, I'm not really too worried about it. I do have this specifically Rhyperior to deal with the Zapdos in the late game. This thing can't really do that much damage to my team other than Whimsicott. Airstream is going to do an okay amount, I guess, to my team, but I think it's fine for the long term. Airstream also doesn't benefit them this turn. If I'm not mistaken, maybe the Umbreon's faster than my Landorus after Airstream because this Landorus is slow. So maybe it will be a factor, maybe, but we'll see. Mainly the goal is to try to knock out the Umbreon here. I don't know what investment they usually go for, especially defensive or physical. But we'll see. I'd imagine it's special for Calyrex, but that is probably the important thing. Moonblast is going to come out of Umbreon. I'm hoping for like 50%. Yeah, about that range. Citrus Berry. No Citrus Berry. Airstream does come out into the Landorus. No surprise. Not going to be able to pick up a knockout. Beautiful. And let's see what they decide to go for with the Umbreon. It's going to be a foul play double up. Okay, good. It wasn't Sword Stance. That's perfectly fine. And Airstream, please pick up the knockout. It should at this range, I'd imagine. Nice. Okay, that's a really good knockout. That's a huge knockout because I'm able to eliminate the Umbreon. That's a really big pain for my Calyrex, which is really nice. Rhyperior doesn't exactly like dealing with Umbreon either because Umbreon can sponge up those attacks. I'm hoping Zacian comes out now because if it's Zacian coming out, I get to fire off a Max Quake and get the chip damage for Calyrex. Beautiful. And now we can go for Tailwind, which is very safe here. And we can go for a Max Quake in his Zacian. I don't want to Rockfall to Landorus. The reason I don't want to Rockfall to Landorus is because I don't want to lose my Focus Sash on the Whimsicott. What's nice is that Whimsicott also took a speed boost, which is actually important because Endeavor and Astral Barrage can probably knock out the Zacian at the range. But yeah, I think Max Quake is probably fine too. Max Quake Tailwind also does the job exactly fine. So let's see, because this is Life Orb Astral Barrage. It's going to do a good amount to Zacian. Should pick up a knockout unless the Zacian's like max for death. Ooh, Moonblast did a little bit less than I would have liked. Or not Moonblast, Max Quake did a little bit less than I would have liked, but that's fine. Special defense boost is kind of decent. Airstream is going to come out once again into the lander slot, so not with the I do survive. Actually, is that good for me or bad for me? That's the second Airstream, right? Yeah, it's the second Airstream, so Lander should outspeed still, which is perfect. I guess I go for a Moonblast. And I go for... Did I have a switch in for Max Quake? They don't, right? No, they don't. I just go for a Quake into the Zacian slot. If they double, perfect, they fail. That's best case scenario. Because I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we are able to knock out Zacian, which is actually huge. Yeah, that's a big knockout. So goodbye, Zacian. We get a Max Quake off once again. Perfect. So Zacian's eliminated. Zapdos is still a little bit concerning, but I do have Rhyperior in the back. I'm just worried about the last Pokemon because the last Pokemon's really going to dictate how this pacing is going to go. This should be a finish off in the Landers, I'd imagine, finally with Airstream. Oh, they targeted Whimsicott. Okay. I wanted to have T-Tar in the back. They have T-Tar in the back. I think that play makes a lot of sense. They had a Tyranitar, right? They had Tyranitar and Umbreon. I guess maybe Calyrex was never to bring. But I just... if they don't have Protect with the Zapdos, I go for the Endeavor here, right? Entei. Oh, they have E-Speed. Okay. Rhyperior looks so solid, though. Assuming no misses, Rock Slide Bandit just finishes off this game. I also have Astral Barrage, which is super solid, too. So I'm going to go for a... simple Endeavor. Now the question is, which slot am I targeting here? It's probably just going to be Extreme Speed anyway. I just don't know into which slot, actually. That's the awkward part. I'd imagine it's Extreme Speed to Whimsicott and finish off the Landers. Well, they have to hit Heat Wave or Hurricane. Let's see. What would benefit me for Endeavor? I feel like both Pokemon probably go down. I guess Entei could probably live, so it's better to target Entei, especially if it has Crunch. So yeah, well, Endeavor and Rock Slide here. I'm assuming I get double knocked out though, but I could dodge a move. Extreme Speed going to come out. They target the Landers. Okay, perfect. Oh wait, no. Whimsicott always outspeeds because I have the Tailwind number. Yeah. So here comes Endeavor into you. Nice. Oh, don't get the boost. Don't get the AP boost. Please don't get the AP boost. Nice. Okay. Didn't get the AP boost. We go out into Rhyperior and our Calyrex, and I think this is a win. I think we click sub here with the Calyrex, and we go for a Rock Slide. Because I think they have to focus all their efforts into Rhyperior, because Rhyperior is a threat, right? Or they're just going to hope for misses at this point. Choice Band and Rock Slide should just finish this game, I'm pretty sure. They don't really have much counterplay to this. Yeah, so I think I just go for a Rock Slide here. Should knock out both, I imagine, and I'm going to sub up with Calyrex, just in case. Because I'd imagine the way you want to... I don't know. Do you hope for the misses? I think you kind of have to hope for the misses. Okay, so they attack with both, which is fine. I thought they would try to stall out maybe Tailwind turns. Thunderbolt going to come out. They target down to Calyrex. Beautiful. All right, big Rock Slide. Wait, my Rhyperior is faster than the Entei? With Tailwind. I guess that Entei is really slow. Or went for a roar and misclicked, I guess. Wait, this Rhyperior is like 60, right? I'm pretty sure this Rhyperior does not outspeed. Yeah, what is that? I guess it's a bulky Entei. Yeah, we get to go for a Rock Slide, and I guess we'll sub again because the Zapdos can only focus one slot unless they want to go for Heat Wave, which is completely fine. They go for a T-Bolt, which is completely A-okay by me. Enough? No, not enough HP for sub, but we do. Oh wait, we do 1 HP. 1 HP. But Bandit Rockslide does finish off the Zapdos. A single turret, yep, always. And even then, even if it didn't, what can Zapdos do? It can roost, I guess. Doesn't really change the position because extra Astral Barrage would KO. And yeah, Bandit Rhyperior able to clean up the sweep. That team was actually one of the probably rare teams that was probably weak to Bandit Rhyperior, because they really didn't have much answers for it. So luckily it did end up paying off. We were able to get the big damage off. I wonder what the Bandit Rhyperior is meant for on this team. Maybe it does well against Calyrex teams, like a surprise. Like maybe Rock Slide does a lot of damage to like Calyrex Ice Rider under the Trick Room. Or like it's supposed to like outspeed Calyrex Ice Rider before I can Trick Room, and then Bandit Rock Slide does a decent amount. Maybe that's the play. Not exactly too sure. And that is the show. Some tricky matchups. Choice Band Rhyperior at least was able to do some pretty insane damage, I think. And yeah, you could go check out the details and the creator of the team in the description down below. You can try out the rental code team here. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. We saw an awesome Kabutops team, and Kabutops is kind of close to my heart ever since Emerald Kai's I've been playing on stream recently. It's a very, very fun Pokemon. It's not that great in competitive because of Grassy Glide Rillaboom, of course, but still really fun regardless. And if you want to check out more content from me, you could go check out my BDSP doubles content, which I've been featuring some really fun teams of as late, especially with the Mesprit and the Ursaring team, which has been extremely fun. You can go check out my other Series 11 content. The last team was an awesome Dedenne team that I built with entrainment strategies. You can go check out my Series 12 content with the tier list and more of that coming soon, especially as the format is coming out next month. But thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.